Hey everybody, got my Perel. I bought this a long time ago. Hasn't even been opened yet. Got my alcohol 91%. I just keep refilling it. So in the background, you're listening to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Wake up, everybody. Yeah. So I wanted to make this video today because hatred, war, and poverty. So I want to make this because we're all knowing about the coronavirus and what's going on. And all I wanted to say was, I don't know if it's man-made. We got a lot of theories and philosophies and things like that. Hold on a second. Let me get this down. So whatever the theories are, whether it's man-made or whether it's whatever anybody's theory is, I do think that we live in a world that is just, sometimes it can be very selfish and very insensitive and very greedy. And I think that energy has been shown over the last few years between all the earthquakes, the fires, the tornadoes and the hurricanes, and now we have a coronavirus. But it's not that we haven't had a pandemic before. Of course, we had the one in 1918 with the swine flu, which was the Spanish flu because it started in Spain, and something about a pig and all this stuff. And it's just, and then some people say, well, it happens whenever there's like this election, and so there's a lot of theories on it. But let's just take, for example, let's just go with the fact that it's all man-made, like some of the other stuff, and people are just being careless or what have you. I think that when people are doing things to try to hurt other people, because we have this thing in liberation theology that says, we're all kind of connected, and we all are connected. So I can't hurt you without hurting myself. And for so many years, people have hurt people who look like myself. They've hurt women. So many awful things have gone on. And, this country has tried several times to kill people who look like me. Men, the syphilis, experiment, the Tuskegee experiment, crack cocaine, AIDS, everything. It's been one thing, heroin in the 60s for us, and now it's back here, with people that are non-color, white people. And it's just unfortunate. But, you often wonder, like, between all the hate groups and still Native Black Americans not being able to be fairly treated, even though some people hate to hear that. I mean, it just tears some white people apart to just hear that we're being treated unfairly, and they're usually the ones who are doing it. Because, if you're really honest with yourself and you really look at what has happened in this country, you can see that it's not, Asians that are being shot and killed. It's not, it's Hispanics, but, it's not a lot of young white boys that are being shot and killed. It's many of them are doing some of the shooting and the killing. We have more hate groups now. When Barack Obama got in, we had more hate groups than we had ever before. People were coming out of the closet. And then when President Donald Trump became president, you had people coming out of the woodworks, all these, races, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan race, white supremacists, neo-Nazis, all of these groups that feel like they need to, some reason, kill and destroy people because of their color, which is some kind of a mental illness in itself. So, what goes around comes around, just like the heroin epidemic. And AIDS. Rock Hudson dies from AIDS, and it wasn't a black thing. Um, we get blamed for a lot of things. We get blamed for being the most violent, the most hateful. And I've said in other videos, how do these young boys get the money to buy these guns? And I don't know, you could say maybe they sell drugs. I mean, whatever your theory is, I think this coronavirus, if it's man-made or whatever the theory is, it's out of control because now it's affecting everybody. It's not discriminating at all. It's affecting politicians. It's affecting business people. When you look at the stock market and the roller coaster ride that's been on, it is hurting people economically. It doesn't matter here, all the restaurants, small businesses. And sometimes when you sit behind closed doors, and if you indeed plot, planned, and schemed, and tried to devise something that was going to be destructive or hurtful, I'm sure you didn't expect for it to pop back, to boomerang back. And again, I don't know if it's true or not, but when you look at this whole 5G thing that people are talking about, so there's a lot of theories, but whatever it is, I think that with this one, this coronavirus, like the Spanish flu of 1918 that killed 50 million people, I think everybody needs to be very careful when this is over, how they treat each other. And I really think that in this case, everyone's losing money because those who don't have money aren't going to lose anything, but small businesses, people who came to this country trying to, have a new dream, those who came and opened up businesses and, moved into neighborhoods and things like that, it's not going to be so easy. And the nightmare. And people like myself, whether you're educated or, talented, when I look at the fact that I was blacklisted in my own city because I wanted to run to help my community do better, I think about that evil. That's an evil spirit, and politically, this is a very evil spirited place where politics really grabs these people and they absolutely go bananas, because a lot of them are old, they don't have anything else to do, and some people just don't have any other experience and they have nothing else to do. And it's just really sad, but my thing is now, that bull down on Wall Street and all these restaurants, and I feel bad, like someone said, they felt bad for the nail salons and the beauty parlors and the barbershops and things like that, because that's people's money. It's like, I think there was a movie called the Day the World Stood Still or something weird like that. This right here is now similar to that, but it's not just a day. It's probably months, and let's hope that it's not a year. Because when the weather gets nice, people are going to want to come outside. And I don't think it's fair to put everything on young people about, they not being able to get over. A lot of young people are born with heart conditions. A lot of young people are born with asthma. A lot of young people are born with, diabetes. So it's not fair to just put it on them, because do young people really know if they're healthy or not? I mean, between all the vaping and everything else, it's just... And some people just have strong immune systems. It doesn't matter how old they are. That's why some people can live to be like 115 and not, and people who've never been sick a day in their lives. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone's taking good care of themselves and each other. And when we do get through this, and we'll get through it, and hopefully we all make it through, I hope that we have a whole different attitude, because this is really going to change lives tremendously. It's not going to be the same anymore. It just isn't. But we'll work with what we have. And people who look like me, we've always had to work with whatever we've had. People like to throw us crumbs and say, go, get out of here. But now all people are going to feel a little bit of the strain. Like, they're going to give money to people. They say they're going to send checks. It's going to be trillions of dollars. They're not going to send it to people who have millions. But, we'll see, because people always have the ability to get over. And as far as this election goes, I don't know. I mean, politicians don't always tell the truth about a lot of things. and a lot of them can be very mean-spirited. And I just hope that I've always wished that there was a something that could come and just take all the evil people away. Just take all the evil people. If you ever plot, plan, and schemed to the demise of to someone else, I just would hope that maybe that spirit would be like crumbled or taken away or something. I don't know if this coronavirus is it or not, because I don't wish any harm on anybody. I want everyone to stay healthy, but I certainly ask you to think twice about life, because we're all vulnerable. None of us are going to get out of this life alive, whether it's now, tomorrow, today, years from now, months from now. We're just not going to get out alive. So it's nice to be able to just be nice, no matter how important you are. You know the old theory, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Let's just be nice to each other and bring back and stop being greedy, selfish, self-centered, and self-absorbed. I mean, that would be a good thing to do. I mean, if nothing else. Anyway, right now we can't even touch each other. So keep your Purell. I got mine. I bought this so long ago. I haven't even opened it because I got 3 other ones. I do a lot of events, and I'm very like OCD'd about people touching things. And to keep your alcohol. One other thing I want to tell you guys, and it may or may not work for you, but the Zicam, the zinc, and also a nice, warm, hot washcloth. Put it in the microwave. My cousin told me this. He's Sergeant Major in the service, and it works tremendously. You have to keep those nasal passages, moist. You have to drink your water, and you need to make sure that your lungs stay clear. Anyway, I love all of you. I hope that you all are taking care of yourselves. Take care of those babies if you have them, and just find something to do. I know it's difficult, but become creative. Have them read a book, talk about it. I mean, I used to do that with my kids. We have family time. Everybody had to read something for 1 hour a day, watch a movie, play some games. It's unfortunate because I know a lot of times the kids have nothing to do, and it's difficult not having others to play with, especially if you're an only child. But for those of you who do have siblings, hey, maybe it's time to create. I'm just happy that a lot of people aren't going to be on Facebook. At least I hope they're not, because, everywhere you go, you got these narcissists, taking pictures and, oh, look at me, selfish, and all this stuff. So I'm hoping that chills out. If anything, it'll probably be more on the computer. We'll have more people being addicted to their computers. I hope not, because honestly, I'm not really interested in looking at the food that you're cooking or anything like that. I mean, no offense, but what you're eating and what comes out of you in the toilet, I'm just not interested in it. But I'm sure there's somebody on there who really wants to look at it. The only thing I want to do is just stay in touch. This is the best way to stay in touch. You can be Skyped. I'm on Skype. If you Skype me, you can Skype me. We could talk. Anyway, and I miss my grandchildren tremendously, and I miss my friends and all of you. And I hope you all take good care of yourselves, because I love you to pieces. Okay? All right, guys. All right, and listen to this song, Wake Up Everybody, because we really do need to wake up. Okay. We can't do it alone. We got to work together on this one, guys. So take care of that upper respiratory. I know I need to.